What's going on, guys? Alex here with 814 EDC, and I got two unboxings to do for you guys today. So I got one package from Blade HQ, and I got one package from Monterey Bay Knives. These just came in like within the last hour and a half, 2 hours. It is currently Friday, right around 4:20, 4:30. I'm taking a break from doing a report that I have due tomorrow. And yeah, so you guys are probably gonna see these on Sunday. I normally would I would normally do an unboxing for each of them, one per video, but I think I'm just gonna put these both into one video and I'll post them together. That way I can post them on Sunday, and that way you guys will have a video every week or every day this week to watch. I think that's the first time I've ever done that. But I just had, like you guys know, a ton of content to catch back up on, a ton of reviews to bang out and stuff like that. So, but I'm really excited because we have a couple unboxings to do. And I don't know about you guys, but unboxings are my favorite videos to make and to watch on YouTube, just because I love when I'm watching videos. It's so cool to see the people or the person's reaction to whatever product they're getting in. And for me personally, there's nothing better than getting new knives in. I love getting packages in the mail. It's like a little mini Christmas morning. I love it. So, like I said, I just wanted to pick these up at the mailroom. And actually, my girlfriend did. I'll take that back. She was out doing something, and I asked her if she could pick them up. She graciously did. So thank you, honey, for picking those up for me. But yeah, like I said, I'm just taking a little bit of a break from my report to do these and to flick them and to play with them for a little bit. I'm sure that as I'm continuing to type my report tonight, I'll definitely have these next to me to fidget with. But the unboxing knife is the Kaiser T1, specifically the Mojave Knives exclusive one. I just unboxed this yesterday or Wednesday. Yesterday, I think. Yeah, yesterday, Thursday. And guys, this thing is ridiculously good. It's just, the action is so smooth. And if you saw yesterday's video of me unboxing this, you saw that like the first time I flicked it and I went to drop it, like it did that pretty much right out of the box. And I've been playing with it basically all last night and this morning as I've been working on my paper. So this thing is just really, really good. And I'm really glad that I decided to pick this one up. So between this and the two other ones that I got in, I'm definitely on a little bit of a knife binge, buying binge, I guess you could say, which is kind of unlike me. I never really, binge on a bunch of knives at a single time. But if the other two are as good as this one is, which I'm pretty sure they're going to be as good, from a fidget factor, from just a cool factor to me, I'm really going to be happy. So we will open up the Blade HQ one first, as soon as I can find the right. I'm gonna open this thing at the right side. I guess I'll just cut right through the box. Yeah, this T1 is just awesome. Really, really enjoying that. All right, so we have lots of peanuts, as Kevin likes to say. Got lots of peanuts, which I don't like to mess with because they get all over this dang place, but try to get the package out without spilling this all over my floor. And I kind of did it. I don't think there should be anything else in there. Maybe a packing slip, but I'll look later after this video. So here is the knife box, guys. As you guys can see, I got a Spyderco in. I haven't gotten a Spyderco in quite a while. The only two that I've had so far have been the St. Nick's Native 5 Lightweight, which I have sold. I sold that, I want to say, over the summer. I like that knife. The Native 5 is a really, really good user knife. From an ergo standpoint, it's phenomenal. And I wasn't, too harsh on the back lock. I thought it had its own sort of fidget factor, but I just ended up trading that to chase other things and stuff like that. And you guys know, you're in the knife community, stuff like that happens all the time. But so that was one, and then I still have my pair of 3, which loving the pair of 3, especially since I got those Rips Garage Tech skinny micarta scales. They completely made me fall in love with that knife all over again. So But yeah, I don't have, that's my only Spyderco I have right now, so it's gonna feel good to get a Spyderco back in the collection. And as you guys can tell, you know, by the title and thumbnail, this is the Sage 5, specifically the lightweight version, and it is the mint with black coated blade. This is a Taichung Taiwan knife, which I haven't owned one, I don't think, but I believe I don't know where the bombshell, the danger pickle. I don't know if that's a Taichung knife or if it's a golden knife, but I want to say it's a Taichung knife, but I could be completely wrong. So yeah, I've wanted this for a while, and I just finally pulled the trigger on it. It was partially a birthday present for my parents, but I'm really excited for it because I've heard a lot of really good things about it. And of course, you get the stick of Wrigley's Spearmint Gum because of the FRN scale color here, which is really, really cool. You just get some typical Spyderco paperwork, which I'm not going to bore you guys with. And the knife comes wrapped up in this really nice bubble wrap with some silica gel right here. Nice that they put that in there. And then here is the knife, guys. I don't know, the mint is it's kind of growing on me. It looks to be pretty much dead centered, maybe a hair to the left, but it looks pretty good. Yeah, I really like the, so they had a satin blade and they also had a this coated blade, but this isn't a normal DLC coating. I believe it's I think it's like TICN coating, and from what I can gather and from what I've seen from other people, the coating is like thinner almost, and it has like more reflective properties, and it just looks really, really cool from pictures and from videos and stuff like that. And yeah, I don't hate the green. I'm probably gonna keep it this way for a little bit to enjoy it, but I got some Rit dye in. I think I showed one of the bottles in my T1 unboxing. But if you guys are, in the Spyderco world, you know of the Millie PM2 Para 3 Club. Tom Moore is a co-creator of it, and he is very, he's a Spyderco collector. He posted a ton of videos of this knife when he got it in, and he spoke very highly about it. And he Rit dyed these scales with a combination of two Rit dye colors to make like a really, really nice looking dark blue, like deep blue. So that's what I'm planning on doing. Hopefully I'm able to knock it out of the park and make it, pretty similar to his, because the combination of the blue and the black just look really, really good. But I'm definitely going to keep it this green, I think, for a little bit, just to enjoy it, because it is a different color. I mean, you don't see like such a mint colored green on knives any day, or nowadays, which is really cool. Has the wire deep carry clip, which I'm excited for. I love Spyderco wire clips. Wire clips in general are really, really good. Has good retention. And I like that everything, has black hardware and stuff like that. And another huge, sort of attraction to me for this knife was the fact that I believe it has a pivot bushing in here, or a bushing pivot, however order it goes. And Tom on his pictures has said that this has such a good action out of the box. It's as good as some of the Para 3s that he took apart and tuned and stuff like that. So I just thought that was really cool. And although it is FRN, another thing I didn't know before, I keep showing the knife to you guys, but I really like the green. Definitely in person is better. It definitely has surprised me a little bit of how much I don't mind it. But the FRN coming from Taichung, Taiwan, is a better quality FRN than what they use in Golden, Colorado, which I wasn't aware of at the time. Yeah, the Native 5 that I had from St. Nick's was a lightweight, so it had FRN on it, and it didn't feel bad by any means. But from what I can remember, and how comparing the two, this definitely feels nice, or nicer at least. Almost kind of G10ish, but maybe not as nice as G10. But I'm definitely no complaints from me whatsoever. So obviously it has the Spyderco spider hole there, or Spidey hole, sorry. And without further ado, we'll give it a middle finger flick first. Try to show you guys. Yeah, it comes flying out of there. Oh my gosh, this thing is an ergonomic dream right away. I mean, with the obviously with the Spyderco choil that you get, the thumb ramp here with jimping. I mean, this thing is, I think it's like a 3-inch blade with like a 2.8-inch cutting edge. Really comes down to a very nice and thin edge. But yeah, this thing is just ergonomic as heck. Definitely reminds me of the Native 5. And that's what I've heard people say. I swear I've heard people say that the Sage 5 lightweight with the compression lock is like a happy medium between like a Native 5, which has a back lock, and a Para 3 lightweight. And I can definitely see that. It definitely has, attributes of both knives in my opinion. I don't think I mentioned the steel, but it is in M4. Spyderco and Blade HQ do a lot of exclusives, and yeah, in M4. I can't talk today, so no blade play at all. This thing's solid as a rock. One thing that I wish that they would have done is maybe coated the compression lock, the lock bar back here, because that's the only thing on here that's really not black. But even choked back, I can still get 4 fingers on it. I'm liking this, guys, a lot. So we'll see the action. Oh my gosh, yeah, that is smooth. I can already say with confidence that I agree with Tom Moore. This is already, I mean, right out of the box, it's ridiculously smooth. And I experienced a little bit of lock stick on my my Para 3. This doesn't have any at all. It's just nice. Drops right out of the way. That is addictive. The blade has some schmutz on, I think, from just being cold. Like I said, this just came in, but I'll try to catch the light for you guys. You guys can see that there's a little bit there. It's not too bad. This coating just has like some reflective properties to it. I really like that. I like how it's very thinly coated. You can still see the grind lines if you look the right way. I don't know if it says it on here or... And this is my first experience with M4 too, so I'm excited for that. Yeah, so it is a titanium carbon nitride finish, which is TICN, so I was right, coated blade. So, and I think they do that, I don't know if it's exclusively out of their Taichung factory in Taiwan, because I haven't seen any with this coating in from a gold model that I know of. It's more of the deeper, blacker DLC coating. But yeah, that action is really good. I don't know what the pivot bushing does exactly. I will have to look into that. But I mean, drop shut already, and it's been 5 flicks out of the box. Yeah, this is gonna be a home run, guys. I'm really stoked that I got this one in. Just the perfect size, I think, for EDC. I love knives right around the 3-inch blade, or the 3-inch mark, and ergonomics are just killer. It's just really, really comfortable. The FRN feels good with kind of their multi-direction texturing. Just all these things are really, really exciting, and I'm very glad that I finally pulled the trigger on it. I was waiting for so long, and I debated on it, and then my birthday rolled around, and I was like, you know what? So like I said, this is part of my birthday present from my parents and stuff like that. So thanks, Mom and Dad. They don't watch my videos, but they happened to stumble across this one. Thank you, guys. This thing is baller, and I can't wait to dye it the color that I want it. Again, I'm going to keep it like this for a few days because I don't mind it, and it's kind of a cool color, so I'll definitely enjoy it, but eventually it's going to get dyed. So this is the Sage 5 lightweight, specifically a Blade HQ exclusive with M4 steel and their mint green scales. Really, really awesome. Very glad I got this one in. Super, super cool. So, and then onto another very, very exciting knife. Since the T1 did so cool and so well on the other unboxing, I will use this one as well. But like I said, this is coming from Monterey Bay Knives, and this is one of their new Slayback flippers with micarta with an inset lock. So if you guys are familiar with MBK, they are based out of Monterey Bay, California, of course. and they make a lot of really cool models. I've only had personally 2 of them. I had a mini old guard with raindrop carbon. That was a frame lock knife back last year at some point. I bought that from Kevin, Lefty EDC, and then I ended up selling it just to, again, chase other stuff. But I missed that knife. I really liked the the ergos, and it was just kind of a classy, like simple, just very elegant knife in my opinion. So eventually they came out with the old guard and the mini old guard in their inset locks. So that is basically a liner lock knife, but it's called an inset lock. And that was really intriguing to me because one thing that I couldn't do the best on with the frame lock mini old guard or MOG was middle finger flick it, because I had a frame lock and I would sometimes torque down on the lock bar. Well, with the inset lock, you don't have to worry about that. So I ended up asking for that for Christmas. My parents got it for me for Christmas, and I currently, it's in my possession, but it's boxed up right now. I need to send it to MBK to have them do some work on it because it has some lock rock, and I can't get the pivot to quit walking on me. So I'm gonna send it out there, and hopefully they are able to get it all fixed up for me, which I know they will. They take really good care of their customers and stuff like that. And I just from watching Kevin, I would know that because he sends a lot of his back to get tweaked and stuff like that. So, but the Slayback is a swayback design, and it came out in a frame lock and full tie. And a really cool thing about it is it has Sanmai ZDP 189 steel, which is not a steel you see very often at all these days. I believe, from my knowledge, I could be completely wrong about this, and this could be a stupid statement, but this is the only knife that I can recall or I can remember having it on. So that's really, really cool. It has an HRC of, I believe, like 66 to 67, which is really, really good. So the edge should stay on this knife for quite a while. But I was always, sort of intrigued by it, and then I saw, I think earlier in the week or last weekend, they posted that they were dropping a maroon micarta one, a green micarta one, and a carbon fiber one with the inset locks. And I was like, okay. And I texted Kevin. I was like, would you still recommend or I messaged Kevin and I said, would you still recommend the Slayback? He's like, heck yeah, I would. So this is what I spent some of my birthday money on. Like I said, this all is kind of stemming from birthday and having Christmas money left over and some gift cards and stuff like that. So this is not normally like me to jump on knives, and these aren't even that expensive knives in the grand scheme of things. I mean, the Sage 5 lightweight was $165 and this was $185. So it's not like I'm buying like $600, $700, $800 knives at one time. But to me, it's kind of expensive and stuff like that, which I'm sure some of you out there can understand. So it comes with an MBK pouch with a green logo. I think the one that the mini old guard came in had a blue on it, or a blue logo on it. And then we have the MBK microfiber. Also comes with some extra hardware. I didn't know that they started doing this. Has some, basically everything you need. Pivot, other side of the pivot, standoffs, bearings, which is really, really cool. Yeah, I don't know if they did that for the mini old guard or not, but then here is the knife, guys, hidden away. So excited. Here she is. Has the really nice green, I believe it's burlap micarta. Has the fuller built in there because it is a Laconico design. Ray Laconico and Sanford Owen are the two masterminds behind MBK, but this has a Laconico name on it. Nice milled titanium pocket clip. And as you can see, it is a flipper only knife, and it is a little cold, but centering is dead on. It's a little bit smaller than I expected. I knew the blade is right around 3 inches, but it's definitely a little bit smaller. But I like it. It feels really good in hand so far, so we will give it a flip. Oh, the thing is snappy. And look at that blade, guys. I mean, that thing is just beautiful. Has a nice satin finish to it. MBK logo. Does it say the steel on it at all? No, it does not. Which, like I said, it's Sanmai ZDP 189, and from my understanding, they forged that's like a forged of one steel and another steel, because you can kind of see on here, right above the edge, there's like a line that goes across the knife, which I think is also kind of a cool, like, some people might get bothered by that, but I think it's a cool, you know, little Easter egg to the knife. Let's try the inset lock. Oh, okay. All right, stupid smooth. This is my first knife that I have experienced from MBK on bearings, because the mini old guard, both the frame lock and the inset lock, are on washers, and so they don't drop shut super well. They have a really good thumb stud action, but they don't, you know, drop. Like this has, I mean, that's really smooth already. And the action on this, the deployment is just really snappy. I just reviewed the steel wheel Spica, or steel wheel Spica, and I commented on how snappy the detent and the flipper tab on that was. But this might have a beat. This thing is just stupid snappy. Ergos are really good. I mean, of course, it's a Laconica. All of his knives are very ergonomic. I can get all 4 fingers on here, right behind the flipper tab, and then it has sort of a choil up here too. I could, you know, crawl up to if I'm doing really precise cuts. But yeah, very lightweight. Behind the edge, nice and thin. The blade stock's relatively thin as well. Has a really good edge on it. I didn't check the Sage 5 edge right here. Good edge on it too. Yeah, that is just really nice. I like that a lot. Check blade play. A hair if I really like tweak it a lot, but I mean it's pretty solid. That is nice, guys. I'm so pumped about these. This was $185, I believe, on the website. The 2 micarta ones were, and the carbon fiber was $200. So again, I think, and I haven't, you know, checked out all of the MBK models. If you want someone that has checked out all of their models, please go check out Kevin Lefty EDC's channel. I think he's checked out pretty much every model they have on their website, so he is definitely, you know, more attuned to it than I am. But MBK is really putting out very good products for a very affordable amount of money. One that pops to mind that Kevin talked about was the XLC, which is a flipper, full titanium. I think it's like 3 3/4. It's a big knife, between 3.5 and 4 inches, somewhere in there. But it's an integral. I think they're asking like $300 for it. And like, I mean, these, you're getting really nice micarta bearings, a really snappy detent, ZDP 189, like a very unique steel for $185. And I will comment on both of these. So I ordered both of these on, I think Tuesday or Wednesday, one of the two. And I think Wednesday, because they were here in 2 days. And this came from California. Like, I didn't expect to get it until next weekend, because even if it comes on Saturdays, our mail room, or like where I get packages shipped, is closed on Saturdays. So I didn't expect to get this until Monday, and I was maybe hoping that this would get here because it comes from Virginia. Blade HQ is now in Virginia. But yeah, just ridiculously fast shipping on both of them. I was very happy with that, because especially in today's day of age, the shipping can be kind of, you know, iffy and back and forth and stuff like that. But probably 2 of the faster ship packages I've had in quite a while. But yeah, I think that the trio of knives that I got this weekend, between the T1, Sage 5 lightweight, and now the Slayback, I mean, these knives, from just me, you know, having them in my collection for maybe a full 24 hours, and these are, I mean, I've been flipping them for 10 minutes. I mean, I can confidently say that these, I think, are going to be 2 or 3 knives that stay in my collection for a while, a very long time. They have really good qualities about them, and I'm really just, I mean, I know it's the honeymoon phase and stuff like that, but man, of these dope knives. I really like both of them, or all 3 of them. But the 2 that I unboxed today are really cool, and just very solid pieces. So I cannot wait to toss these in pocket. I'm definitely going to be flicking them the rest of the night. Imagine trying to write a report for your college class when you have 3 beautiful new knives sitting next to you and you have, you know, another case full of them that's saying, oh, flick me. And I'm like, I got to do my work. But, you know, that's just part of being in the hobby. You are addicted to flicking knives and flipping knives and doing all kinds of stuff with knives. So I will quit rambling and quit raving. This is a 25-minute long unboxing, but I did a lot of talking, so I apologize about that. But some of you guys might like my rambles, so. But this was the unboxing of my new Sage 5 Lightweight, specifically the Blade HQ exclusive, and then also the new Inset Lock Green Micarta Slayback from MBK. Really, really sweet knives. Cannot wait to toss them in pocket and carry them around. So thank you guys so much for watching. You guys are probably going to see this on Sunday, like I said, so I hope you have a great rest of your evening, and I hope you have a good start to your week. I know Mondays can be kind of blah to people, but I hope yours is really good. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really, really appreciate the support. Please consider clicking like and subscribe if you haven't yet. It really means a lot to me if you did. And yeah, so thank you guys so much again for watching, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Peace.